So, what do you really find when you step into a garden? I mean, we all think of it as this, quiet, beautiful space. But if you look just a little bit closer, you'll find this entire world of hidden stories, complex little ecosystems, and maybe even a reflection of ourselves. This dedication, it really captures a universal feeling, doesn't it? That very specific kind of peace that just seems to settle over you when you're surrounded by leaves and flowers. It's a feeling that's so simple, but also just incredibly profound. Okay, so let's use that as our starting point. What are we really finding in the garden, beyond the obvious stuff? What hidden details, what stories, and what feelings are just waiting for us right beneath the surface? Come on, let's go exploring. First things first, let's focus on the most immediate and, well, vibrant part of the garden, the unbelievable array of life that actually calls it home. It is a world that flutters and crawls and grows in every single corner. If you just stand still for a moment and look around, you'll start to notice the air itself is just teeming with life. The garden is kind of like a bustling airport for some of nature's most important winged creatures. You've got butterflies flitting from one flower to the next, birds gathering little bits and pieces for a nest, and of course the bee, doing its essential work so the plants can thrive. Every single one of them is a crucial player in this whole delicate ecosystem. Okay, now let's shift our gaze from the air down to the ground. If you look really closely at just a single leaf or a patch of dirt, you'll discover this miniature metropolis, a whole world operating right there at our feet. Right here, you'll find a caterpillar on its incredible journey to becoming a butterfly. You might see a ladybug, which is basically a natural pest controller, and of course the ant, a true master of teamwork. It's this hidden world of nonstop activity. And obviously, there's the color. The garden is a living, breathing canvas, and it uses these bright pigments not just for beauty, but as a language to communicate with the entire world around it. You see, these bright colors are so much more than just decoration. The vibrant red of a rose or the sunny yellow of a daffodil, they're basically giant billboards, signaling to bees and butterflies that, hey, food is over here. It makes them a vital part of the garden's whole communication system. But a garden isn't just about what's alive right this second. It's also kind of a history book. If you look closely, you can find these traces of time and story, these quiet echoes of everything that's passed through. Every garden holds a secret history, written right there in the soil. It's absolutely filled with clues that tell the story of who or what has been there before you, but only if you know how to read them. Just think about the stories these little clues tell. A single paw print, was it a cat on the prowl? A freshly dug hole, maybe a squirrel burying a nut for the winter. Even something like a broken pot tells a story of activity and use, of a space that's really been lived in. The garden is also shaped by the elements, and nothing, nothing, leaves its mark quite like rain. A good shower can totally transform the landscape, washing everything clean and coaxing all this new life out of the soil. After a storm, you'll see worms coming up to enrich the soil. Puddles become these tiny mirrors reflecting the sky. And if you're really lucky, a rainbow might just stretch across overhead. It's like the garden's way of breathing a big sigh of relief. The garden also acts as a natural calendar, constantly marking the passage of time. Each season leaves its own distinct signature. The delicate snowflake of winter, the essential raindrop of spring, and the crisp fallen leaf of autumn. The garden always tells you what time of year it is. So, we've looked at what's in the garden and the stories it tells. But maybe the most powerful part of a garden isn't what we see outside, but what it brings out inside of us. And this gets to a really crucial point. Maybe the true essence of a garden isn't something you can see or touch at all. Maybe it's an internal experience, a state of being. It's a space that offers that deep sense of peace we talked about at the beginning. It's where our minds can finally quiet down enough to reflect on memories. And for anyone who gardens, it provides this incredible sense of accomplishment, that feeling of nurturing something and actually watching it grow and thrive. And this internal experience is turned up to 11, because the garden doesn't just engage our eyes or our emotions. It's a fully immersive symphony for all of our senses. Just think about that simple yet incredible feeling of stepping out into the garden and just turning your face up to the sun. It's a direct connection to the energy that powers every single living thing around you. For a second, just close your eyes and listen. What do you hear?
the rustle of leaves, the distant hum of a bee, the gentle song of a bird. The garden has its own unique, calming soundtrack.
So, when we take all of this in, the creatures, the colors, the history, the feelings, it leads to one final, really important question. Where do we fit into this picture? When you're in the garden, you're not just looking down at the soil. You can look up and see a boundless sky. It connects you to something vast, something almost infinite. It gives you perspective. Because the garden isn't just a collection of things you look at. You're a part of its ecosystem, and in turn, it becomes a part of you. So the next time you're wandering through one, just remember that you're not just finding creatures or colors. You're also finding a piece of yourself.